Every time you open your mouth to announce a big goal, a new project, or a massive shift in your life, you kill it. You bleed out the energy you needed to actually build it. Do you know why most people never reach their full potential? It is not a lack of talent. It is not a lack of resources. It is because they talk too much. They trade the quiet satisfaction of real achievement for the cheap, temporary high of a few superficial head nods from people who do not even care if they succeed. Look at Priyanka Chopra. She did not become a global icon by asking for permission. She did not stand in rooms full of skeptics explaining her every move, begging them to see her vision. She did not announce her crossover from Bollywood to Hollywood with 100 loud declarations to prove her worth. She moved in total silence. She locked in. She did the work behind closed doors. And when she finally stepped into the light, the result was so undeniable, so blinding, that the world had no choice but to stop and listen. That is not just luck. That is high-value strategy. That is the art of moving in silence. And if you are sitting here right now feeling overlooked, underappreciated, or stuck in a cycle of endless planning with zero progress, I need you to lean in. Because this message is not just another motivational speech. This is a blueprint for taking your life back. Listen closely. Most people are addicted to the wrong kind of noise. You live in a world that conditions you to perform your life instead of living it. You post the strategy. You tweet the ambition. You tell your friends about the diet you are starting on Monday. You tell your family about the business idea that is going to change everything. And in that moment, your brain receives a hit of dopamine. It feels good, does it not? It feels like you actually did something. But you did not. You just performed, you gave away your leverage. You put your precious energy into words instead of actions. And when Monday comes, the fire is gone, the drive has evaporated. You are exhausted before you even step on the field, because you spent all your fuel explaining the game to people sitting in the bleachers. That is the hidden trap. That is why you feel tired. You are running a marathon with your mouth while your feet are glued to the ground. Think about where you are right now. Think about the years that have slipped past while you were busy explaining yourself. How many ideas died because you let outside opinions poison them before they even had a chance to grow? How many times have you sought validation from people who do not even have the courage to step into the arena themselves? Staying where you are right now, staying loud, unfocused, and constantly seeking approval is dangerous. It is a slow, silent death of your potential. Every single day you choose comfort over focus, you drift further away from the person you were meant to become. You settle for average. You accept the crumbs of attention from a crowd that will forget your name the second you step out of the room. Is that really the life you want? To be a faint echo of potential, sitting in a crowded room, holding a list of things you almost did? No, you are meant for more than that. But there is a catch. You cannot step into high-value power while keeping your low-value habits. You cannot demand respect from the world when you do not respect your own energy enough to keep it safe. If you want to build a magnetic presence, if you want to walk into any room and command authority without saying a single word, you have to master the discipline of absolute, ruthless discretion. You have to learn how to disappear, refine your craft, and re-emerge as someone they can no longer ignore. Here is the secret high-value individuals know that average people miss entirely. Silence is not emptiness. Silence is power. When you stop broadcasting your life, something incredible happens. The ambient noise fades away. The anxiety of maintaining an image disappears. You gain complete control over your mind. You begin to accumulate energy instead of constantly leaking it. Priyanka Chopra did not rise to the top of two different global industries by being soft or needy for approval. She understood that power does not scream. Power does not explain itself. Power simply exists, steady and unshakable, built on a foundation of relentless execution. If you want that level of unshakable confidence, if you want to step into the highest version of yourself, you must master 3 psychological pillars. Here is the first pillar. Starve the crowd, feed the project. The average person seeks immediate validation. They want the applause before they build the stage. They want the title before they master the skill. But a high-value mindset operates on delayed gratification. When you have a new goal, a new venture, a new mindset, a new standard for your life, keep it sacred. Do not throw your golden ideas into the dirt for cheap opinions to tread on. Treat your vision like a seed. If you plant a seed in the soil and dig it up every single morning, just to show your friends that it is growing, what happens? It dies. It never takes root. It needs the dark to grow. It needs protection. It needs quiet. Protect your vision in the dark. Let it grow deep roots away from the glare of public judgment. Work on your business in the dark. Fix your health in the dark. Master your craft when nobody is watching. Let your progress remain an absolute mystery to everyone outside your inner circle until the fruit is so large, so undeniable, that it speaks entirely for itself. When people ask you what you are up to, do not give them the blueprint. Do not give them your strategy. Smile, give them a simple answer, and put your head back down. Let them think you are quiet. Let them mistake your silence for inactivity. That is your greatest advantage. Most people get this part completely wrong. They think moving in silence means being antisocial or hiding away in a corner. It is not about being invisible. It is about being intentional. Which brings us directly to the second pillar, master the art of emotional detachment. Look around you. Almost everyone is reacting to everything. A negative comment ruins their entire week. A sudden setback makes them abandon their goals. A lack of praise makes them feel useless. They are emotional leaves blowing around in the wind, completely at the mercy of external circumstances. That is weakness, and the world smells it from a mile away. Priyanka Chopra faced immense rejection when she transitioned across industries. She was doubted, dismissed, and written off by critics who thought she belonged in a specific box. Do you think she sat around crying about the unfairness of it all? Do you think she posted long rants on social media begging people to see her worth? No. She cultivated emotional detachment. She treated every single piece of criticism, every door slammed in her face, not as a personal insult, but as simple data. She used it to sharpen her edge. She remained calm, poised, and utterly focused on the long game. When you detach your self-worth from external opinions, you become entirely dangerous to your competition. You become unshakable. When someone insults you, you do not react. You observe. When someone tries to drag you into petty drama, you look at them with calm indifference and walk away. Your energy is too expensive for cheap arguments. Listen to me. Stop reacting to people who do not matter. Stop wasting your emotional currency on temporary opinions. When you control your emotional output, you control the room. Silence in the face of disrespect is not submission. It is absolute dominance. It tells the other person that their opinion is not even powerful enough to disrupt your peace. Now, here is the part they do not tell you about moving in silence. It is lonely. It is deeply uncomfortable, quiet work. When you stop hanging out with people who drag you down, when you stop attending events that serve no purpose, when you cut out the cheap entertainment, you will find yourself standing alone in a room. And that brings us to the third pillar. Build a fortress in solitude. Solitude is where legends are forged. It is the crucible where your true character is tested and refined. If you cannot stand to be alone with your own thoughts for 30 minutes without grabbing your phone to scroll through meaningless distractions, you are not in control of your life. You are a captive of your own restlessness. High-value individuals do not fear solitude, they crave it. They protect it fiercely. They use that quiet time to analyze their mistakes, refine their strategies, and sharpen their minds. They build an inner fortress so strong that no external storm can tear it down. When you spend quality time alone, working on your body, your mind, and your spirit, you develop a distinct magnetic frequency. People can feel it the second you walk into a room. You do not have to loud. You do not have to force yourself into conversations. Your energy precedes you. Your presence speaks long before your voice ever does. That is magnetic energy. It is the quiet, heavy weight of someone who knows exactly who they are and what they are capable of doing. Here is where we stand right now. Look at the calendar. We are in the year 2026. Time is not waiting for you. The world is moving faster than it ever has before. The distractions are louder, the algorithms are smarter, and the temptation to live a loud, superficial, mediocre life is greater than at any point in human history. If you continue to drift, if you keep talking about what you are going to do instead of actually doing it, 2026 will pass you by just like every year before it. And you will wake up in 5 years, looking in the mirror, burdened by the heavy, crushing weight of regret. There is nothing sadder than a person who had all the potential in the world, but traded it away for cheap attention and temporary comfort. Do not let that be your story. The window of opportunity to build something truly exceptional with your life is shrinking every single day. The world does not need more noise. It does not need more people talking about their grand plans on the internet. The world needs people who execute. The world needs men and women who step up, put their head down, and quietly build something undeniable. So, starting today, right this second, I want you to make a cold, calculated decision. Shut off the broadcast, stop telling people your goals. Stop seeking approval from minds that cannot even comprehend your vision. Disappear into your work. Fall in love with the quiet grind. Work so hard in the dark that your eventual success sounds like a lightning strike to everyone who doubted you. Let them wonder where you went. Let them think you failed. Let them whisper. While they are talking, you are building. While they are celebrating small, meaningless wins, you are laying the foundation for an empire. And when you finally step back into the light, do not explain how you did it. Just stand there in your truth, confident, graceful, and completely unshakable. Walk into every space like you belong there, because you paid for it with your quiet dedication, your sweat, and your relentless discipline. Own your energy. Guard your peace. Move in silence. Winning is not a loud announcement. Winning is a quiet, steady vibe that nobody can take away from you. If you are ready to stop talking and start building, if you are ready to claim this high-value energy and step into the power of silence today, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below saying, I am unstoppable. Say it, write it, own it, and then go build in silence.